yes, I should probably clean these before I make a YouTube video on these. But these are my new Freets. These are called the Bootee M. And these are gonna be my winter shoes. I have on, if I take it off, I have on the Tanga, which is my favorite. And it's doing well, but it's kind of airy and allows air in, and I like wearing these barefoot, but it's too cold for having them just barefoot, so I've got them on with socks just now, which is not my favorite way to wear them. I like to wear them barefoot, but the weather has changed, so I need something a little bit different. I need something weather resilient for my walks, and I went for the Bootee M. They've also got one called the Muddy, which is meant to be more waterproof, but I've actually found these to be super waterproof. I will play a little video and then get back to it. Okay, as you can see from the video, they're totally waterproof, no water got through them. When I say they're totally waterproof, Freet doesn't say they're totally waterproof, but they're as waterproof as I'm gonna need them. If you accidentally step into a puddle, you're gonna be just fine. If you step into some muddy stuff, you're gonna be just fine, although you could give them a wee clean before you make a YouTube video, Angus. Fit-wise, they are not more narrow than they do look narrow there, and that they're not more narrow than the Flex or the Tanga. It's just it's a stiffer material, so you don't have as much kind of movement in it. It's a stiffer, thicker material, so you lose some of that flexibility with it because you're getting that kind of waterproofing and warmth with it, which I would rather have at this time of year. So they do fit kind of snug. I didn't go up a size. I used the same size I have for my Flex and my Tanga. I like them to be quite snug and fit my foot really well, and I'd normally wear them with thin socks, and thin socks seem to be just fine with them because they're really warm. But if you do want to go up a size because you wear thicker socks or it's going to be absolutely freezing where you are, that would probably maybe work as well. But I just stuck to my normal size. Grip wise, on the bottom there is they have this kind of triangular grippy pattern that's not absolutely amazing, and that's just a barefoot thing. To get this kind of flexibility, you can't have massive grippy grips. It grips well on concrete and most surfaces. Some slidey bits are just going to be slidey bits, but your foot kind of grips the ground because they've got flexibility to them. Overall fit, warmth is fantastic. I really like these. I'm glad I went for these as my kind of winter boot. They also have an insole, orthite insole, which is a different insole to the Freet and the Tanga. It's a little bit more dense, even though it's still super thin, and it does fit into the Flex and the Tanga as well. So that works out pretty well. I like that if I'm walking on concrete, but if I'm out and about in kind of a bit kind of muddier wilderness terrain, I like to take that out. It doesn't make too much of a difference, the insole, just a little bit more cushioning on like really hard surfacing, which I don't mind. Only downside with these that I have is on this one. This one fits perfectly. This one was too tight around here, and I've had to make a little incision here and a little incision here to allow that. So that was just scraping into the back of my heel, and I didn't think it was worth sending it back because it just make that wee incision. Although what I don't want to do is get any water in there because that will just soak in, but it's just cut down to there to that seam, and that seems to be well. I might put a wee stitch in there just to lock that in, but it works fine, and that's just my own preference and my weird ass feet that I have to deal with. Anyway, overall review, I like these. Freet are nice to give a 15% discount with the code AngusL at discount. They're £90 retail, plus you get 15% off that. You do the maths. It's pretty good. It's a good price. It's a great wintry boot, and super happy with these. So check them out. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Cheers. They also clean up not too bad.